So now we're entering what's considered to be the sort of main idea of motivation, and it's about sort of working on what would be automated responses in the system. So basically, your internal computer. And there are two types of persuasion or persuaders that you can use to tickle that area of the brain. The first type are one-to-one personal interactions. They're the social persuaders that we've all been hard written to recognise. And the second type are environmental nudges that are set up to direct your behaviour. So if you've ever been around some of the supermarkets or some of the shops, you'll see that it's laid out in a certain way, and that actually channels you through the shop. And the idea of it is it gets you to look at all the items and it increases sales. So when you look at the social sort of persuasion or persuaders, you've got reciprocation, which is the giving and taking of items or of self. So reciprocation is part of social interaction. It's part of building friendships and trust. Normally works on you telling something to someone, very small detail they'll return, and then you tell them something a little bit bigger and they tell you something a bit bigger, and the relationship builds, giving them gifts, small gifts, and then, again, it's the idea that socially, that if you help someone out, it's like putting assistance into the bank for when you need it, and they'll come back and help you when you need assistance. Authority figures are basically people that have either knowledge or power to make something happen in your world. Knowledge to save you money or effort or even save your life. They become an authority figure in your life. Consistency, that people are predictable and they'll do what they say they're going to do. So again, there's no point in giving something over to someone and basically getting nothing back. So liking, the idea that we feel a connection to something or somebody, the more we like, the more likely we are to do what they ask us. I don't know if I said it, but I'm going to say it anyway, but scarcity. So scarcity, the more rare something is, the more we value it, hence the value of gold and diamonds. And if literally they were 2 a penny, the value would go down, if not straight away, over generations. So with reciprocation, you give to receive. You normally give something out of an equal value. Believe it or not, it's better to give than receive. So if you start the process, you actually build up a debt with the person, you're building credit up. Fairly recently, there was an author that put out a book called Jab, 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 Left Hook. And the idea of it was that in a sales environment, you give, and then ask for something back. And that's the perfect example of building credit. So you can build reciprocation with time, with food, listening, friendship, a hand when it's needed, and being non-judgmental. Scarcity, as I said, is about stuff that's fairly rare. What increases scarcity is that whatever the item is, it's useful, that is valuable in a transferable way, and that it can be owned, it can be possessed. The facets of scarcity are that the demand is bigger than the actual supply, that it's fairly exclusive, as suggested already, it has a rarity, and sometimes as well, when somebody needs something very, very quickly, the value of that item to them goes up. Authority is basically one of the sort of marketing tools, the main marketing tools that you'll see. So whenever you see a film star or someone else advertising like an aftershave or a perfume, it's an inference that basically if you wear that, you'll have the same appeal, authority as that person. So there are some of the basic items, just a quick sort of go over. And the next one, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the idea of nudge and how you environmentally create behaviours.